Hi friends, happy June. All right, so the video you're about to see is all about June, kind of what came through my guides on, kind of messages of how to take what we learned and experienced in May, what to leave with the eclipses, what to bring into June, all that fun stuff. Now, I did record this a couple days ago. I am on this journey just as much as you are. We are all going through healing, and healing is not always pretty. So I just wanted to let you know my energy may not be as high and peppy as it's been in the past, and that's okay. The messages I think are still really strong, and I love what they brought through. So I just wanted to send you love, let you know, don't worry, everything is fine. We're all on this roller coaster together, so keep honoring your feelings. And yeah, I just wanted to show up as me for you, let you know we're all in this together. Okay, have a wonderful June. I can't wait to see what June is bringing each and every one of you, as well as myself, on my journey. And enjoy the video. Take care. Good morning, hello, and happy June. Hey guys, Vanessa here from Lava to Stone. You know, I thought I'd keep this month a little more cash. With the video. Hi, I'm Vanessa with Lava to Stone. I'm a Reiki shamanic energy healer, a spiritual awakening mentor. I do guided meditation, hands-on healing, distance healing, inner child healing, past life healing, all the fun things. So welcome if you are new. Welcome to my deck. I am sitting here in Pennsylvania. It is currently, tomorrow is June 1st. I believe. Maybe not. No, tomorrow might be the 31st. Memorial Day weekend just wrapped up. And I've been sitting here kind of thinking about, all right, what is June? Like, what is June about? Spirit, talk to me. What's June about? Now, we just got out of eclipse season, and even now we're still in the ripple and waves of... Blue Jay's very talkative today. We're in the ripple and waves of... a lot of shakeups from these eclipses, and I know from clients, from guests, from, I work at a spa, so I do sessions there, my own personal life, friends, family, it is not an easy time right now, and I'm kind of hoping this storm is passing. Because it has been a month, quite a few months, but it's really kind of built, like, kind of got to the breaking point. And especially, I can speak personally, and for a lot of like I said, people that I know, there's just been a lot of kind of crumblings around, a lot of foundations ripped out from underneath, things coming out of nowhere, not seeing endings coming, sideswipe, things like that, you know, whether it's in your journey, whether it's sudden passings of people, whether it's relationships, dreams that you had built at one point, and then suddenly a sudden turn, and it's like, oh, I guess that's not happening. Okay, what now? First off, feel the feels. Please let yourself have your hard days. Let yourself cry it out. Let yourself scream it out. Let yourself pull back. Let yourself hole up in a little hole if you need to for a little while. Hello, bells. That might go on for a bit. Spirit's like, yes, let yourself do it. But, you know, also be communicative. I mean, and this is in general, whenever we go through this, communicate to those around you. Let them know, hey, I'm going to go quiet for a bit. I love you, but I just need some time alone. Do your best not to block people out, push them away, or turn into a steel ball and go into that space, especially with those who really care and love you, or if any of them are part of the story with you. Be open, speak your truth. But most importantly, self-care, right? Do what's best for you. Find your balance, whatever that means to you. Ground, clear, get your healing sessions. I can't wait for my Reiki today. And take the time you need when you need to take it. Don't be afraid to let go of control. It's been quite the weekend of recognizing how I can act and how I react when old wounds come up or new wounds come up, or I feel like things are slipping out of my fingers and out of my grasp, right? We all have those moments, and just kind of recognize, sometimes it's in hindsight, but really seeing, when we're reacting in these ways during hard times, traumatic experience, heartbreak, things like that, that is a lot of the inner child, right, who is freaking out and who is upset. And so don't beat yourself up, but observe and listen to what your heart is screaming, what your heart is saying. Do that big check-in. Is what the choices my mind is making, is it matching what my heart wants and needs? If not, where is the disconnect? Things like that. So, all that being said, June. So I've been sitting here going, I should have this written, I should have this planned already, and all I keep hearing is build. June is big. June, we've got the summer solstice coming, right? So we've got a whole new season about to kick in at the end of June. And for us in the northern hemisphere, that's summer. Those in the southern hemisphere, winter. And so we have a new season. Lots of things happens with the solstice, right? So look into that. We'll see if I'm kind of, maybe I'll jump on around that time to kind of check in and see how everyone's doing. But this post-eclipse, post the storm, right? A phrase that's been coming in a lot is after the storm. Even while I was in the middle of the storm, a lot of that kind of symbology of what happens after the storm. A friend of mine, I was going through a really hard time this weekend, and a friend of mine reached out and she's like, how's the weather over there? And I was like, a little cloudy and stormy. And she's like, I'm sending you sun. Let's make a rainbow. Let's make a rainbow together. Oh, I'm gonna get emotional. I think that's a really beautiful analogy for kind of where things are shifting now that we go into June. May, it was a lot of realizing and recognizing where it was that you were really standing in your power, standing in your truth, speaking to yourself like Christopher Witecki, Serious Joy, he's fantastic. He talked about how it's like, where are you the king or the queen? Where are you treating yourself like the king or the queen that you are? And where are you speaking to yourself or treating yourself like a peasant? The one who feels undeserving, unworthy, down low in the ranks. And this month was a lot for many of us, and I could definitely relate and still go through it, of catching yourself and recognizing when you're putting your energy into thoughts and beliefs that maybe you're not good enough, or I don't deserve this, or the way you're speaking to yourself is not a way a queen would ever speak to herself or a king would ever speak to himself, right? So I think June, and I've, like I said, personally, it was a major back and forth, a heck of a roller coaster with it, but stepping into this new space, even at the end of this month, of going, right, my world, my reality is my kingdom. I'm in charge of my own personal world, right? So how do I step into my queen energy and begin to rule my kingdom again? What are my new laws I'm putting in? What are my new boundaries? What am I going to honor within me that I haven't been honoring for such a long time? Maybe I thought I was. This month I've been really learning to use my voice. I've been learning to speak up when I feel like I'm being disrespected or dismissed. Now, whether the opposite person actually takes it in or has any ownership over it is their story. And I've had to do this a number of times this month, which is really interesting. And that's not a very comfortable thing for me to do. So, where are you? If you take a look at May for you and the things that you've learned, whether it's at work, relationships, maybe just with self-worth, maybe you're thinking of doing a job change, maybe you're thinking of moving, maybe you're thinking of going deeper into that relationship, maybe you're thinking of ending a relationship, whatever it is that you went through, right? There's a million things that everyone's going through. Recognizing what you were discovering about yourself and what it is you're like, yeah, no, that's not queen energy, it's not king energy, or whatever it is that you want to resonate with. And then taking those pieces, allowing yourself to let those parts of you not come with you into June, right? There's a lot we got to leave behind in May. And eventually be leaving behind in everything we learned this spring, and what are we going to bring into the summer, right? Later on this June. So I encourage you to now start thinking about what is the world that you want to build? What's the new life? What is the old life that you had to leave behind if you did? What's the old narrative you had to leave behind? And maybe it's a life you really, really wanted, that you really thought was in alignment, that you really thought, wow, it all finally fell into place. Allow yourself to grieve the old story. Allow yourself to grieve what maybe didn't pan out. And then allow yourself to celebrate what does pan out, what did pan out. Maybe your perfect life is continuing, and that's amazing. And recognizing if anything pops up with these limited belief systems wanting to sneak in and be like, yeah, but don't forget, maybe the belief system is everyone else always wins and you always come last, or whatever it might be, whatever those old sneaky things that might come in from a long time ago, from the past, and start catching those, right? Catching them, going, I love you, but you're not part of my kingdom anymore, right? We'll let that go. I think a lot of it is also, I think when we are able to get ourselves in that vibration as much as we can, it's hard, we're human, but the more that we can keep visualizing ourselves in that next step that we are building to share with the world, or kind of thinking a little bit bigger again, thinking collectively again, thinking, how am I making a difference in the world? How is my work, or maybe you don't work with the public, but how am I showing up in my relationships, in my connections, in my friendships, in my family, where I know that my energy is going to make a ripple effect and affect everybody that connects with that next person, and eventually that ripples out into the collective. Where is it that I'm doing good? Where is it that I'm bringing light to maybe some spaces that are dark? Where is it that I have darkness within me, shadows, sadness, grief, whatever it is? how can I bring some of that light that we all have in us? We all have access to it. We just need to know we're worthy of having that light, shining that light, sharing that light. And the more that we can access the light within us, the stronger the healing and think about it. One match can light up an entire pitch black cave. You know what I mean? Like, I think we can, as humans, me, myself included, can oftentimes forget how powerful we are in a positive way. And I think June, especially with that sun, right, for many of us, and summer kind of kicking in, and kids on vacation, and take a cue from them, watch them play, get them outside, get them off those off the tablets and computers, get them outside. I'm so grateful to live in a place that is, it's a vacation destination. You know what I mean? People come here to escape, relax, and go play. But kids always have a way of finding out how to play in any environment you put them in. So watch the kids, watch how they play, watch how they scream, run, jump, tap back into that part of them who's not stressing about, they're so in the moment because it's summer. Nobody wants that shit. So they have this amazing way of taking in the ocean that they're at, the pool that they're at, the snack that they get to have in between their play dates, the trees that they're around, the tents from camping, the chalk on the sidewalk, like what color they get to pick. These tiny little things, it's when we can find ourselves back in that light, back in that sun space, we can see those things again. When we are in the storm, or when we are choosing to focus more, sometimes we have to focus on the shadow to bring it to the light, right? That's what healing is. But if we just go sit in that shadow and we forget about ruling our kingdom and creating our world, that's not what we want to do. We don't want to do that. That's when we lose friends, when we lose lovers, when we lose relationships, when we lose coworkers, when we lose opportunities, because we start shutting ourselves down to all of the abundance that is coming our way. Jupiter went into Taurus last week, May. Jupiter expands everything. So yes, abundance, all this luck, all these great things are coming in, but everything else got expanded too. Everything. So, and that just happened a couple weeks ago, right? Whatever had to get cleared out, whatever is getting cleared out, stepping into that space of, all right, I'm making room for the gifts and abundance that are to come in June and into the rest of the year. But we got to keep finding the sun. Got to keep finding the sun. Keep finding that light. Keep finding the light inside you. Turn that damn light on. I don't care how much you think it may not be in there. We all have it. Even if it's a tiny little spark, start to feed that spark and let that light turn back on. Everyone's going through it in some way. I mean, I hope you're not, but just know that even if you're looking around and you're like, everyone just has it figured out, I'm the only one hurting, everyone else is just happy-go-lucky and they just don't have a care in the world, it's likely not true. So don't base it on social media. Don't base it on posts. Don't base it on what you see from the outside. Trust that we're all on this journey. As this truck's rolling by. Just please remember that we're all human. Whether you're the healer who helps everyone else, or you are the student who's still learning. We're all students, FYI, who's constantly learning. We're all going through it. So be kind, be compassionate, be generous. Start thinking like that compassionate, kind ruler that you are, right? Build that world that you want. Work through this storm. Find the sun. Start making those rainbows. And just be real. Be true. Be honest. When you're feeling the feels, voice the feels, you know? Don't hide, don't suppress, don't push things away anymore. Don't hide behind filters. This is me. Y'all get the freckles, y'all get the sunspots. This is me. Straight out of the shower. No setup, no nothing. And it's beautiful. Be good to yourself. There's another little, I don't know if you can, the light's back there. It's back there. All right. Have a wonderful June. Some fun things coming up. If you are in Holly, here in Pennsylvania, on June 24th, we are having a crystals workshop. It's a Saturday. Come join us. The link will be below. And also on my website, sign up for the newsletter. You get a free guided meditation to kind of help us, you know, balance out these energies and try and stay within our own energetic field and not get swooped up by everything else around us. And if I can assist you in any way, please feel free to contact me. All that information you can get as well on the website below, wherever it is you're watching this. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a beautiful rest of your day.